yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stocks crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no stove top. Ice cold, no snowdrop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Now boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda of fusing them. Nigga, we losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them, that's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Coming in hot. Oh, this looks juicy. There's a lot going on here.
I'm seeing stars. Ow!
Hit Nico Cotto.
My nipples.
Looks like Hess Hornaday.
I'm fucking proud of myself.
You might want to get your thyroid checked.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Norman.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Ooh. Welcome, everyone, to episode 23 hundo and 56 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you as powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam? How are we doing? Now, I got a video here. You can't see her. She's right off the screen, but I have the absolute GOAT, Papa Swolio. Let me see if I can put her on the screen. Let's get a round of applause. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can get a little America for Papa Swolio.
America! Fuck yeah!
Oh, she's kind of on. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a round of applause. Papa in the house. What's up, Ish? Everyone's been asking about you. Everyone's asking you us if you're still alive, and they don't understand that you just don't care. Yeah, everyone's sleeping today. I got Pinkston Churchill under my arm. So Papa Swolio is still alive and well. She just gives less of a fuck. She used to give no fucks. Now she gives like negative fucks or undefined number fucks or imaginary number fucks. She doesn't care at all. So thank you so much for being here. Episode 2356. We have a lot to talk about. We're coming fresh off our accountability meeting yesterday, which was interesting. We have some updates we'll talk about in just a second. But if you were there yesterday, you know a little bit about what's going on. I'll give you some updates on what's happening in just a few, but you can check it out inside Swole TV. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com, all those private episodes, because even before we get into the tip, we got to talk about it. We have a private Swole Fam roundtable. It's the world famous roundtable this Thursday. Swole Fam roundtable group call with myself and the entire Swole Fam this Thursday, October the 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's cinco en la noche. This Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So episode 2358 will be private. So if you don't want to miss the roundtables. We have these twice a month, and they're group calls. They go for about 2 hours with myself and the Swole Fam. It's awesome. You never want to miss these. And of course, when you join, you get access to all the archived roundtable events. So we have a lot in there. This is roundtable 29. That's 29. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. This Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there. Mark your calendarios. Fam, let's get into the tip. Let's bust the nut open. Fam, shall we dance? We shall. Let's go. Big show, fam. Big show. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. It's Tainty Tuesday, and if you're just listening, yes, the hashtag is Tainty Magooch today, but if you notice, the two O's are two eggplants. That's fucking right. You like that attention to detail. All right, hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. Now, let's get into that motherfucking tip, beaches. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. Ooh. It's cold outside. Gainbraham Lincoln and Swole Washington never get old. You mean George Washington guns? Yeah, it never gets old. The intro never gets old. All right, so some updates yesterday. If you didn't know, yesterday morning, Facebook accounts, ad accounts, Swolenormous Instagram page all got shut down, removed. We're not sure exactly what the reason is, so let's get a boo for that nonsense. And essentially the way it ended up was I sent in ID verification in order to access my accounts. And they pretty much said, for security and privacy reasons, you know, we're not going to tell you what the reason is, but our decision's final. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's literally what they said. I shouldn't say literally. It's very, very, very close to exactly what they said. So they pretty much said, go fuck yourself, even though you're you, and Swolenormous is a registered trademark. So, in other words, they pretty much said, go fuck yourself. So, all hope is not lost. Just to give you guys a little bit of some behind the scenes, we have other methods of potentially getting back. So we're moving forward with some other action in order to contact Meta and get the accounts back and reinstated. So I will keep you posted, and, you know, of course you'll see it. I can't talk too much more about what we got going on, but we are moving forward in a professional manner. So hopefully we can get that reinstated, because I didn't break any community guidelines or anything like that. And honestly, I don't care about Facebook itself. I don't care about the Facebook page, really. I don't care about the Facebook page. Really don't. I don't care about my personal Facebook account. I mean, it's unfortunate about the ad account, but I really don't care that much about that. I care about the Instagram, the Swolenormous Instagram page. And the reason why all of them went down is because they're linked. So when you're running ads on Facebook ads, the Instagram page is linked to the Swolenormous Facebook page, which is linked to my personal account, which is linked to the ads account. So pretty much it was like fruit of the poison tree. It was kind of like, you know, it's all connected. So it got just, you know, kind of like it was like a demolition. So anyway, hopefully that can get resolved sooner rather than later. So we'll keep you notified. But I did post something here on the podcast yesterday. It said Facebook can suck my dick. And make sure that you follow Real Papa Swole. So if you use Instagram, you follow on Instagram, you've been unfollowed and you're probably not following the account. So hopefully when it gets reinstated, everything will be back as it was originally. But just make sure you follow Real Papa Swole on Instagram, because we're not stopping posting and everything like that. And then if we can get it back, of course, you'll see it back, and I probably won't have to let you know. You'll probably see it back coming up. So anyway, yeah. So we're moving straight ahead. And of course, we're, you know, nothing. I mean, at the same time, it sucks. So we're going to move forward, and we're going to use the skills or the tools that we have access to. But at the same time, it's not going to stop us from, you know, the podcast's going to happen every day. Everything's going to still happen as it is. So the more things change, the more things stay the same. So let's get into the first Wolfam post. All right.
What's in the box?
A little update, but I appreciate the support and everything. But like I said, if you follow, some of you don't use Instagram and you don't care, but if you do have Instagram, make sure you follow Real Papa Swole, and that's where you'll get your Instagram content for now until we can hopefully get this resolved. Post from the Swole Fam discussion boards on X. This is from Jen Meadows, LMT. What's up, Beaches? Hello, fam. My name is Jennifer. Today is my first day in the Swole Fam. Aww. I'm currently 308 pounds, about 2 weeks away from my 37th birthday. I have been as large as 315 and managed to get down to 245 pounds, but I had a baby and lost my way. I'm ready to make a change that will be permanent. Today is my first day of the elimination diet and doing the primer week from the 90-day dash. Let's fucking go. Good for you.
And that's the way, I like it. KC and the Sunshine Band.
All right. Excellent. The best way to start: elimination diet and the 90-day dash. Good for you. The last time, if you never quit, Jen, you never have to start again. So make this the last time you start. And I see some people commenting, yes. In other words, if you don't know what Meta is, Facebook changed their name to Meta. And yes, they own Oculus, they own WhatsApp, they have Facebook, Instagram. It's all linked. So a lot of you use it you use it for personal reasons, but from a business standpoint, running ads, it crosses over all the platforms. So when the accounts are linked and something goes wrong with one, all of them are liable. That's why Real Papa Swolio is still up, because it's not linked to any of the business accounts. So that's kind of how that works. Welcome, Jennifer. We have a lot of peas. This one's from Jenny, Jeni. I think we have the same post. We're getting some duplicates now again. But anyway, let's get some more context. I think this is the same Jennifer, but this is from the Facebook group and that was from the discussion boards. So let's read it both, get a little more context here. Jennifer writes, today's my first day, started the elimination diet and will be doing the first day of primer week. I'm currently 308 pounds. My joints hurt. I'm always tired and I have a kid I need to set a better example for. I have done a lot of things, managed to go from 315 to as low as 245, that ended up here. Time for a permanent change. I love the additional context. That's fantastic. So exactly right. You have a kid. Now you need to take it more seriously. You have someone else to live for and to lead, and your joints hurt. You're always tired. Yeah. And you're going to be tired by having a kid and dealing with that. But of course, a shitty diet and poor lifestyle habits is going to compound that. So again, welcome again to the fam, getting a little more context from your first post. And it's very common for us to read, not really duplicates, but to get a different perspective on the same member, because we'll post up in the discussion boards and we'll get another post from the Telegram chat or from the Facebook group. So, and it's cool. We get different insights from the different posts. I liked it. Post here from the discussion boards, Madison. Hi, I'm Madison. So excited to start some of these programs and have finally a solid routine for lifting in the gym. I've tried and bought many different programs before, but they can be confusing for a person who's familiar with weights, but doesn't know how to execute lift structure in the week. So I'm excited for these and to ask all y'all how and what you found helpful or what you found to be helpful on here. Welcome to the Swole Fam, Madison. Stoked that you're starting one of the programs, as most people would recommend to start with the 90-day dash. And yes, a lot of random programs will have, workout structures, but not necessarily programming. And of course, they won't have meditation. They won't have mobility. They won't have the community. They don't have all 7 pillars. And like we talked about recently, I think it was on Sunday, and I posted in Monday's podcast episode that the reason why I created Swolenormous X is so you didn't have to fuck around with Google endlessly trying to find answers. We put everything that you need to crush all 7 pillars in one spot, and we keep on developing it and adding new content every week. So welcome. Again, from the discussion boards on Swolenormous X, from Megan. Hey, I'm Megan. I bounced around through a few programs and still am, but I'm feeling the Papa Swole vibe to keep me accountable and motivated. Let's fucking go. I'm feeling that vibe? Hell yeah.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Fuck yeah. You're feeling the Swole Fam. That's the Swole Fam. And in all honesty, that's the knowledge coming through. It's coming through. It breaks through, whether you're reading it, whether you're listening. It'll tickle your eye holes and your ear holes. It'll get in there. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, but it starts to feel better the more and more that you expose yourself to it, as the knowledge cock often does. In our last post from the discussion boards, we got one from Midnight Rider. All right, what's up, Swole Fam? Finally getting around to introducing myself. And of course, we went deeper on a roundtable, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I really need the community and accountability. I am a 20-year United States Air Force veteran who retired in 2018. Thank you for your service. Let's drop some biceps and grills and some red, white, and blue in the comments below. I recently decided to continue my service to our country as a civilian with the Department of the Air Force. I am currently a federal law enforcement officer with the Air Force Office of Special Investigations. Unfortunately, the military left me a disabled veteran diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and a host of other injuries. I take some pretty gnarly injections weekly to keep my immune system under control. As many of you know, I recently had an anterior cervical discectomy and fusion surgery of my C6 and C7 vertebrae. and I'm currently recovering. I'm told I have to be in a neck brace for 6 weeks and cannot resume lifting weights until the bone begins to fuse, approximately 6 months. Completely discouraged, I've decided to use it as an opportunity to do a reset and still crush it when it comes to my fitness and health. I'm kicking it off with a 3-day liquid-only fast. 24 hours into it, I can already see my body healing and getting rid of the inflammation and bloating. Once I break my fast, I will start the elimination diet, focusing on grass-fed and finished beef and fruit. I'm going to focus on the 7 pillars, and I'm grateful to be a part of this family. Once I get the green light, I'll jump on that 90-day dash or Swole Mastery. Appreciate all you do, Papa Swolio. And of course, we appreciate all that you have done and continue to do. Thank you for your previous and current and continued service for this, or to this country. And much respect. And before you know it, that time is going to be past. You know, the 6 months to fuse. Focus on your brain gains, focus on your meditation, focus on your nutrition, focus on going for walks and just getting your head in the right place. And if you think about it, I mean, you've been through tough times already and challenges and, you know, overcoming everything that you've gone through with your career. But as you go through these 6 months, if you can get through these 6 months, and it sounds like you're going to be because you have the Swole fam by your side, you are going to come out and everything's going to be cake, you know? Like, what, you're not going to feel like working out one of these days? You're going to be so happy to not be in a fucking neck brace. You're going to go crush it every day. Not that you're going to have to lift super heavy, but you're going to feel great every day. If you can make it through this period, staying focused on your fitness and health, it's all downhill, right? It's all going to be a lot easier in comparison to not being able to, you know, to move or to be your full self. You're not 100% yet, but you will be. And looking back on this, getting some perspective and meditating on that is going to be really awesome. Rihanna, he's the antonym of Tainty Magooch. Indeed. Everyone, hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's get a little bit more America. Can never have too much. Indeed, indeed, indeed.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Let's get a little Tainty Man and Papa Swolio. A little double trouble here. Very nice on the Tainty Cam. Excellent. Now let's get into some knowledge. Yeah, you like that? Excellent.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
If you want to join the Swole fam, remember, if you want to join Papa Swolio, myself, that's me, I'm Papa Swolio, and all the members of the Swole fam, join over there at swolenormersex.com. All those posts are from inside the different private groups. So we'll take some questions. Again, we have our roundtable this Thursday, October 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you are not yet a member, join and you'll get access to that episode. It'll be private on that day, on Thursday. It will not be a public stream, so you will not see us on the public cast. And you can cry, you can bitch, you can moan, like, oh my God, it's not private, it's private. Then join and have a live conversation with me and other members. It's fucking fire. Don't be a beast, join now. And of course, check out papaswolio.com. You can also find the links for apparel over at swolenormersex.com in the menu, but check out the brand new Depth Vader. These designs are absolutely fucking sane. So Depth Vader, he finds your lack of gains disturbing. So check out Depth Vader. We have the brand new Frosty the Swole Man, Go to the Fucking Gym. We have the new Harry Squatter with Hedwig. We got Hogwarts in the background. It's fucking an awesome design. Get Low. We have the brand new Jacked O-Lantern with the Go to the Fucking Gym, the Pumpkinhead Go to the Fucking Gym design. Just take a look at that design. It's sick. It's fucking sick. It's hard to, I'm zooming in, so it's kind of getting distorted, but if you go to papaswolio.com, it's nasty. Just remember to use code Daily Swole for 10% off. And of course, yeah, the last promo. We have so many new designs. Check out the new releases tab and everything. But Vegan Tears, we have these awesome Vegan Tears mugs. Do I have that over here? I do have the Vegan Tears mug right here to display. And if you notice that each of the drops have a little beard logo, so it's fucking attention to detail. And of course, we have the tanks and the tanks and shirts made with 100% vegan tears. Now, I'm telling you, if you need to get electrolytes in, vegan tears are the best way to get your electrolytes in. Very nutritious, very dense with minerals, but very salty. Just a heads up. Very salty, but very nutritionally dense. So get your vegan tears in. If you've been struggling making gains, it's probably because of your lack of tears. And that's a you problem, not a we problem. Go get your vegan tears apparel, papaswolio.com. Code Daily Swole for 10% off. We talked about this yesterday and the day before. Billy, are the vegan tears ethically sourced? And I said this again, I'll say this 1,000 times. Absolutely not. They are actually, they're sourced with fear lots of fear and anxiety. They're extremely destructive. Many animals were harmed in the extraction of the vegan tears. So it's the exact opposite of ethically sourced. There's nothing ethical about these vegan tears. But the most important thing is we have them. They're highly sought after. They're very nutritious. So get your vegan tears right now. No, they're not ethically sourced at all. You don't want ethically sourced vegan tears. You don't want, it's really, it's antithetical to what you would normally think. So if you get them ethically sourced, they're not going to have the nutrient density. You want there to be a lot of emotional heartbreak behind them. And the more emotionally you extract them, the more pain and suffering, just the more nutrient dense they are. So very unethically sourced. It's a good question. Good question. But absolutely not. Absolutely not. And by the way, all those pumpkin designs, so fuck your pumpkin spice. It is the 18th of October. So any of the pumpkin designs, the fuck your pumpkin spice, the pumpkin head, go to the fucking gym, those are gone November 1st. So make sure you get all your pumpkin shit now. Pretty sure it's going to be gone November 1st. If anything, it's going to be like the first week. But, you know, it's seasonal, so you're not going to see that again until next year. So make sure you get on any of the pumpkin designs and the fall designs now while they're there. And we're going to pivot pretty hard into Thanksgiving, actually, and Christmas. We'll have to get the fuck your peppermint mocha will be coming out immediately after Halloween. So fuck your peppermint mocha. Fuck your Soylent Green too. All right, let's take a question. Let's see. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole if you have a question. If you asked earlier, I didn't see it. Drop it again in the comments below. Let's see. Rihanna, Papa Swole, trying to be conscious of scents in the house as we're getting cold up here in Pennsylvania. Is there any good avenue for that, like candles or diffusers? You got to be careful with essential oils. So if you're looking into the book Estrogeneration, it'll talk about how lavender oil is actually estrogenic, so you really want to avoid. And the reason why some of these oils can be estrogenic is it's not like you have a plant, you have concentrated oils. So some of these can trigger estrogenic reactions and be pro-estrogenic inside the body. So I'm not an expert in that area, but check out the book. It'll break down what the compounds are in lavender oil, for example. So you can look up and research and see which ones might be less of a problem. But I believe just candles that are just beeswax, any of the scents, anything that you're breathing in, you really don't want to aerosolize a lot of these oils and plant compounds. So I definitely hear you. You could probably do something like in the shower. You can put some eucalyptus in the shower if you take a warm shower or something like that, you know, get some natural scents. But I'm sure there's certain oils that you can diffuse if you wanted to. That would be a little bit more, I don't know, ethical, but in other words, you don't want to get something, you don't want anything artificial. Maybe, I know some people do what? They boil some cinnamon in water or something on the stove very lightly, and you can get like a aroma of cinnamon. I'm not sure what the properties of cinnamon are, pros and cons, but you should look into that. But most, any candles and things with soy or artificial fragrances and things like that are all going to be phthalates and parabens and all those things. You don't really want to be breathing in smoke either from that aspect. Good question though. But again, all those other details, but I do know lavender. And the thing is that the problem with lavender is that it's in most of these natural beauty products. So look more into that. But yeah, it was a surprise to me too. And Mama Soyo loves lavender. I'm fine with it too until I realized, oh, it's probably not good for you. Lady Hawk, Papa Swole, I want to take your advice on Jefferson curls for spinal flexibility. I see they are supposed to be done standing on an elevated surface. Any advice on how high the surface should be? They're usually done on that surface if you have the mobility to get past your toes. They don't have to be. I would recommend doing it on the ground first and then touching the ground and starting there. So you don't want to, when you're first practicing mobility, you don't want to go to full, complete range of motion, especially under load. You want to practice very, very slowly and gradually. So practice the movement, even if you're using 2-pound dumbbells or 5-pound dumbbells, wherever it is. Practice the initial tucking the head, rounding the spine, you know, keeping your head tucked in, looking between your legs and reaching. Go to the ground and practice there. And remember, you don't want to increase the height and the stretch and the overload at the same time. You never want to do both at the same time. If you're going to go for a deeper stretch, start with a lighter weight. Drop the weight, go for a little bit more of a stretch, make it more active like you're reaching at the bottom. And then after you build up that capacity there, then you can slowly increase the weight with that increased stretch. So don't like, hey, I'm starting at a flat surface using 5 pounds. Now I'm going to go up to a foot above elevation and then grab 20 pounds and go for a stretch. Because then you're increasing the intensity, you're increasing the range of motion, the end range, and you're putting more stress on your body with the resistance. There's already enough stress going deeper in the range, which is the goal. You want to get that increased range of motion under no load because you're still having a load on your spine. I said load.
Because Dickens.
So you're still having a load on your spine. It's just body weight, right? You still have all the mass of your body attached. So start by increasing the stretch first and don't do increased distance and increase the weight at the same time. So it can be, you might not have range of motion to be able to touch the ground like that. So then you can modify. But I would recommend whatever new level you're getting to, get to the point where you can like touch the ground and kind of like push into the ground. Then you kind of get a little bit of an active stretch by pushing into the ground and then slowly roll up. And after you master that and you feel more comfortable, you can raise it like a couple inches. You don't really want to have, some people don't have access to incremental steps. So you can get those blocks that you elevate. I have these, and some of you might have them. They're plastic and they lock in really well. It's from Brett Contreras. He has a lot of good equipment, but he has these stackable blocks that we've had for a long time. And they're each like an inch or an inch and a half thick. So you can just really incrementally increase. So a lot of people just get on a plyo box. So the reason why it looks like they're stretching so far, it's because they don't have a little stepper. They don't have a little ledge. That's all they have is an 18-inch, increase. So what I like to do is raise it like an inch or so and then reach, because then it gives you a goal. You can know when you make contact. And plus, if you're holding dumbbells, for example, if you go up a little bit in height and you grab bigger dumbbells, the dumbbells are bigger, so they touch easier. So there is that kind of trade-off, but, understand that, hey, if I'm doing it at this height and then I grab 30s as opposed to 20s, it's going to touch sooner because the 30s are going to be thicker, larger dumbbells. So just keep that in mind. So that the surface only needs to be as high as you're going to be able to get a full stretch and maybe be able to touch. I do like that because it's a less risk of you just like hanging at the bottom, because that's a lot of tension. And just start slow and build up. Good question. Let's take a call. We'll take some more live questions. We got one from Jack. You're live on the sleaziest sleazecast in the realm. Everyone hit the like button. Share the podcast right now, you fucking beaches.
How's it going, Papa? I hope
Jack?
you and your family are doing well. Everyone's happy and healthy. I was just wanting to ask, are you at all paying attention to the MLB playoffs? And if so, who are you rooting for?
Good call. I haven't been paying attention super closely, but I like highlights. I like playoff sports highlights. I'm not going to sit there and watch a 3-hour football game. Like, I could not care less. I grew up when I was really, really little. My dad started taking me to Mets games in New York City, so I was a little Mets fan for a year. Once he took me to my first Yankee game when I was like 6 or 7, I was a Yankee fan, quote unquote, but I just don't care. I grew up in New York City, so yeah, Yankees, cool, but like, I don't have any like emotion. I don't, if the Yankees win, I don't feel like it's a personal victory. Like, we won. I never understood that. Like, we did it. I never really felt like that. My dad took me to the ticker tape parade when they won the World Series in 1996. So that was fucking awesome. And let's see, but I have been seeing a lot of highlights and it's insane. Like, some of the highlights are the playoffs look, fucking crazy, like amazing games. So I do like playoff sports. I like playoff hockey. Like, if I'm going to watch a game, I like close shit. I like competition. I don't want to sit there for 3 hours and watch someone blow out another team. Like, I don't care. But I do like highlights, and I do like, watching amazing physical feats and comeback victories and stuff like that. But I'm not going to sit there and watch like the entire game necessarily. Sometimes if I'm doing work, I don't really do work like that late anymore on the computer, but I would sit there and, maybe once in a while I'll catch a playoff game. Depends on what it is. But I really don't care who's winning. I just want good competition. No, it's always shitty if you have the World Series and a team like sweeps 4-0. No one gives a shit about that. Even the team that wins, it's not exciting. So, but I do think that when you're in the playoffs, I do think that after 162 games, when they get to the playoffs, I think all the series should be 7 games. I think the 5-game series or 3-game series and that shit is stupid. That's what I think. It's like you play 162 games and then you decide it by like 1 game or 3-game series. It's weird. Another reason why like hockey is playoffs go forever and a lot of other sports, but I think it should be 7 games in baseball. Rihanna, how do you feel about air purifiers? Saw Stephanie mention about it. We do have a few. I think they're very important. There are some that are really expensive. We have a couple. I have one. I guess it's on. I have one over here. We have one in the bedroom. Mama Soy has one in her office. We have a bigger one in the living room. I'm thinking about getting other ones. There's some really expensive ones out there, but I do think they're very important. And a lot of them will just run on automatic. And when you're cooking or something, or when there's pollutants in the air, it'll ramp up and then run faster or run higher. We have, 3. Mama Soy and I both have a ton of hair. We have 3 dogs that are all shedding. So, it's important to have purifiers. Same thing with water, reverse osmosis or a Berkey or gravity filtration, something like that. You want to make sure you're cleaning. There's so many toxins and poisons in our environment. You just got to do the best you can. Drano, is there any video with instructions on how to use a club for shoulder mobility? Yes, facts. In the masterclass section, check out the Steel Club masterclasses on Steel Club masterclasses. In the masterclass section on X, absolutely. All right, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Carl from the Daily Swole Telegram. Papa Swole, after my first day of the 90-day dash yesterday, I'm pretty sore today. Is that typically normal for someone who has never done yoga, or could I have done it wrong? No, it's absolutely normal. You're doing completely new movements. You have a lot of stabilizer muscles that have never been activated before. It's completely normal. So sore is good. In pain or like injured, like a good soreness, like deep soreness, you'll feel it in your joints. You might feel it like, when you're moving everywhere. It's totally normal. Totally normal. Good for you. Good for you. And you'll get better and it'll get easier. And it'll become more of a recovery than a beat down. Papa Swolio, Rihanna, I take it you'd want an air purifier with a metal purifier versus a disposable one, like how vacuums used to have the bags. You mean like a filter? We throw out the filters. What, you mean for the environment or something? Fuck. If you have a metal one or whatever it is, you might have to clean it yourself. And sometimes those can be hit or miss. So unfortunately, a lot of times really good purifiers or really good filters, you're not going to be cleaning them, because if they're filtering to that small extent, if they're really filtering down to like a couple microns or whatever it is, you're not going to be cleaning that with water. You're going to wash it, you're going to soap it. It's not really going to clean. So it depends on the quality of the cleaning, like the HEPA filter and how small it gets. Because if it's really tiny, it's filtering as small as possible. You're not going to spray it with like water and get all that out. It's going to stick. It's going to gel to it. You ever tried cleaning a filter? Just kind of like ganks all together. It depends. I don't really know what's out there in terms of that. But most of the filters are going to be disposable as far as I'm aware. Robert Visser, Papa Swolio, any tips on dealing with extreme fatigue due to a fatty liver? I'm not overweight, but going to the gym is a battle when I'm getting home from work. What's your... I don't have any recommendations with that medical condition with fatty liver. Like, what are you consuming? Like, what's your nutrition like? What is your medical professional recommended? What's your diet like? What's your nutrition like? And why do you have fatty liver? What were the habits that led you there? Just curious. I'm not a doctor. But like we always talk about, it's not like doctors actually know how to get you healthy. They know how to prescribe medications to you. But I'm just curious. Legally, I have to remind you that I am not a doctor, as if you couldn't tell. Let's see. Midnight. I listened to the accountability meeting yesterday. What can the Swole fam do to support Papa Swolio from all that crap? It's a huge hit, I'm sure. 729,000+ followers all gone. Just keep on tuning in. Do what you do. Yeah, just being here, tuning in. And like I said, the only thing you can do is, if you follow on Instagram, just make sure you follow the real Papa Swolio account. And we're moving forward through some professional legal channels to get that reinstated because no community guidelines and things were broken on my end. So it seems like there is hope that it seems like something that will get resolved. I'd be shocked if it wouldn't, considering how we're moving forward with it. But at the same time, you know, it's nice to have some hope, but even if it's gone forever, what does it really change, right? We're still going to be crushing in X. Still be doing the podcast nothing, you know, the world doesn't stop because it shuts down. It definitely sucks, but just make sure you go and follow the Real Papa Swolio page on Instagram. Appreciate it. All right, let's take another call. This one is from, and thank you for the question, Jack. Run home, Jack. Run home, Jack. No, you've got it backwards. I need to get some hook. Soundboards. Rufio. Rufus. You almost called him Rufio. Good boy. That's my tainty man. Oh, Papa Swolio. Tainty boy. Oh. Where's my tainty man? Oh, both of you. Too much cute on one screen. Too much cute. You're so cute. It's ridiculous. You're too cute. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, baby. Unacceptable, baby girl. You're too cute. Everyone says hi. All right. Too cute. Too cute. You're too fucking cute. Goddamn babies. All right. John. Ooh, John from Italy. John, you're on the line.
Hey, what's cracking, Papa Solio? This is John from Italy. First off, premise, let me thank you and this community for bringing up this fantastic podcast that I absolutely love because I can relate to it because I've been working out and lifting my whole life. So I have reached a level in which the anomaly is not to train because I have discipline, I have built a routine, but it's really a joy to listen to this podcast because I can relate to it and I can relate to you guys that doing or trying to do this every day because my friends often don't get me, don't understand these habits and these routines. So sorry for this premise. I'm not here to brag, but it is an absolutely joy for me. And a question, well, not really a question, but your thoughts about multi-frequency and or single frequency workout. Peace out.
Dude, thank you so much for the comments from Italy. Really appreciate it. And yeah, the Swole fam is your fam that might not be in your immediate surroundings. A lot of us don't have that kind of support. And as we always talk about, especially in the United States, when 80 or 90% of the population is overweight or obese, they don't train, they don't do anything. It's fuck your resolution season. Everyone's punching out and the Swole fam is just getting started. We're punching in. So most people around you are not thinking the way you are. So how do you... I mean, this is the best way to use social media. That's what's supposed to be social, connecting people that are like-minded or that have similar interests. Now, of course, you know, the internet can get very segmented and you can have a lot of polarization and, you know, segmentation of ideologies and stuff. But, you know, we're not using it for anything sinister or, you know, ridiculous rather than being promoting actual foundational health principles. And, yeah, love it. So you said single frequency or multi-frequency? I'm not exactly sure how you're defining that. Do you mean like chest once a week? Or do you mean chest twice a week? Do you mean multiple body parts? Has anyone heard that term, single frequency, right? Or multi-frequency workouts? So, I mean, if you're talking about in a, let's say 7 or 10 day period, how often you're working a body part, it's going to come down to, I'm just going to answer from a couple different perspectives. Obviously, I can't get some feedback, but John, if you hear this and I didn't answer your question, feel free to call, you listen to the episode, feel free to call back in and clarify. You can, by the way, anyone that submits a question on askpapasolio.com, you're more than welcome to call back in. And if you hear the answer, you're like, oh, that's not what I meant, call back in and clarify. So in terms of training a body part multiple times in a week, that's going to be volume and frequency. So personally, I like training body parts more frequently than just once a week. But of course, you're going to have to adjust the volume appropriately. I think that it's important to expose muscles to more frequent stress, but of course, you're not going to be doing as much of intensity or as much volume. You're not going to be doing as many exercises, as many overall. The total work capacity is going to decrease per workout, but because of the frequency, it's going to increase overall. So it's a great way to increase frequency, but still allow for better recovery. And, just because, for example, I'm going to be 40 next year and I've been training for over 20 years. So I put a lot of stress on my body, but as you get older, it takes longer to recover. So training once a week for certain body parts and crushing it to the point where I can barely fucking get off the toilet is not in my interest in terms of progress, but also design. Like, I don't want to not be able to move because that also compromises other body parts and other training protocols. So I prefer more frequency, and decreased volume per workout allows me to recover efficiently and repair better and stay more consistent. So in terms of per day, in terms of if you're thinking about it in terms of training once a day or twice a day, I would say if you're training twice a day, make it either very, very light volume or do one workout as mobility. For example, doing a leg day in the morning and then yoga later on the day, or vice versa. So training and doing your resistance earlier in the day and then pairing it up with like a mobility session or a yoga session later on the day. And if it comes to, let's say, you're talking about chest in a workout or doing chest, shoulders, and triceps, doing multiple body parts in a specific workout, I do think that's generally more functional, and it's a better way to expose more body parts to more frequency if you're just doing like an upper body push day or an upper body pull day or chest and biceps, or back and triceps, something like that. I don't personally split up my leg days. I usually try to train, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower. And I usually just try to train upper, lower. And then if I feel like I need a day off from, training and just doing more mobility, I do. So my upper might not be total upper. It could be heavy mace. It could be light mace. It could be chest and biceps. It could be back and triceps. It could be, back, triceps, and shoulders, or, middle deltoid and posterior. So I kind of call an audible that day. Like, what do I feel like I want to train? Today's an upper body day. And then I figure out what I want to do. Sometimes I'll feel like, I'm just going to do chest dips and ring pull-ups. And that's it. I'm just going to go back and forth 5 or 10 sets each and go real fucking hard. And that's going to be my entire workout. I just feel like doing push-pull. So I'm at the point where I kind of call an audible on that day, but I usually go upper, lower. And if it's an upper day and I just feel fatigued, I'll just do some light mace work, light club work, which is great for active recovery, strengthens the joints, activates the joints, and will aid in recovery. It might not be a heavy overload, like heavy bench press or heavy deadlift or rows or whatever it is. And same thing with lower body. So if today's a lower body day and I kind of feel a little bit stiff, maybe, I don't know, for whatever reason, a little dehydrated or something, I just feel a little bit stiff. I don't feel like going heavy for squats. I'll warm up. I'll do some reverse sled, for example. And then, okay, I just don't feel psychologically or physiologically like I want to train super hard and push it really hard. I just feel a little bit like, kind of stiff and a little bit fatigued. Then I'll do more like Jefferson curls. I'll still train hard, but it's a decrease in intensity and it's going to really open me up and make me feel better. I'll do some Nordic curls. I just won't do like a heavy compound movement like a squat or walking lunges. I won't overload myself physiologically in that extent. So I kind of call audibles and I customize day to day, but I pretty much set up a structure where it's like, okay, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower. And then when that day comes, I'll kind of be like, okay, I did chest and biceps 2 days ago. So today I'm going to do back and triceps, or today I'm going to do these other body parts, or I'll pick other exercises or other workouts accordingly based on what what's on the general menu. So I keep a loose structure now, and then I call little audibles and customize day to day. And it's a little bit more intuitive, but I also have a ton of experience and I know what my body responds to, and I know what I like doing and what's keeping me consistent. And I'm at a different place than, okay, I need to get, like, I'm not here like, okay, I need to make all my gains and all my progress now. I'm not starting from zero. So I'm at a different place. I don't need the same type of organized structure to the same extent. If you're just starting off, you're not able to do the same type of intuitive training. You need to have a forced structure so your body, you get the adaptations you want specifically. Once you have those adaptations, once you break through that, you can really move on from there. Good question. Good question. Thanks for calling. Let's take one more this is from Muscular. We got to move on. So maybe one more call. Let's see here. Muscular. I like it.
I'm just here to take a look at that book of yours, buddy.
Take a look at that book of mine, The 7 Pillars. Cool. SwoleNormousX.com. Download your copy of The 7 Pillars today, I guess. Jeremy, Papa Swolio, Noah's LDL cholesterol is higher than it should be. What are good ways to lower that? Not a doctor, but not necessarily required. I would check out Paul Saladino's Fundamental Health podcast. I would check out those books like Cholesterol Myth and do a lot of searching on that. A lot of that is very archaic science and doesn't correlate directly to issues. So high cholesterol does not mean bad. Cholesterol is essential for testosterone production and healthy life. It's really about the context in terms of everything else that's going on. So I would look into that a lot more. Looking at one number, oh, this is high, this is bad, you want to lower that. Everything works in a system. Everything's connected. So you have to look at everything in a total profile. I would recommend looking into like a full, complete blood panel, not just like the isolated single things that unfortunately insurance companies will only cover. They won't usually cover full panels. So you might have to come out of pocket a couple $100. But I would look more into that. High cholesterol is not necessarily unhealthy. All right, let's move into some balls deep content. Excellent. Excellent.
That's deep.
Hit that like button, Beaches. Let's fucking go. It's the sleaziest sleazecast in the realm. Like, come on, please. Please. The sleazecast. It's a fucking sleazecast. All right, balls deep content. Balls deep, balls deep. What do we got for fam? Let's pick horrible, gross, nasty, your face, terrible. All right, let's do this one video. This one is 15 seconds long, so we'll start off with this. It's called I Want to Be a Mother One Day. Oh, God. Where could this go?
What's in the box?
What is this? I want to be a mother one day.
Now I know I can find love. I know I can still be a performer. I know that I can have a family. I want to be a mom one day. And I absolutely can. And that's why the narrative still has a long way to go, because when I was grieving Boy Dylan, I didn't know those things were even accessible to me.
You're a man.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Okay, here we go. It's me, Mario. Yeah, all right. Well, you're a man, so you're not going to be a mother. Yeah, that isn't it impressive how out of hand something can get in just 15 fucking seconds. 15 seconds. KP, that went south so fast. Like, whoa. Well, that really got out of hand fast. That really
60% of the time it works.
Got escalated quickly.
Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
All right, we have two repeat offenders. Let's pick a number. Number 1 or number 2? We have anti-diet coach. Anti-diet coach. My head already hurts. And then we have, it's just titled Duet. So I think we have a little mystery video. Halloween. Look, Halloween is coming. Halloween is coming. I mean, we better culturally appropriate some shit. And everyone's gonna be like, you can't dress like a Native American. You can't dress like, you can do whatever the fuck you want for Halloween. Girls can literally dress in toilet paper and be like, it's Halloween, I'm a whore. It's like, that's just because it's today. You're a whore every day. It's just like socially acceptable to do whatever you want. It's Halloween. There's no cultural appropriation, by the way. We're all standing on the shoulders of giants. There's a lot of people that came before. Just do what you want. Do what you want, eat what you want, cook what you want, wear what you want. Culture appropriation. No, shut up. You just want attention. No one cares. You have no friends. You have no friends. No one wants to spend time with you, and you're upset about that. So stop being a shitty person, and then maybe you'll have some friends. Okay. All right, John, number 1, anti-diet. No, I'm sorry. John, number 1, anti-diet coach. So this is an anti-diet coach. That's all right. I don't know. No one knows. Let's see.
There seems to be some confusion. I am not inclusive.
You don't say. Saying the quiet part out loud.
The little rascal has spirit.
I am not inclusive. You don't say. With all that compassion. Oh my God. You're not inclusive? Oh, you're not supposed to say that out loud. We're supposed to assume that based on your actions. Yeah, all right. Let's do it again.
There seems to be some confusion. I am not inclusive. Y'all, I'm a fat anti diet coach.
What?
Anti.
Hold on.
Anti.
Hold on.
Fat anti.
I'm a fat anti
coach.
That.
And that means I fight fat anti diet coach.
I can't do the math.
And that means I fight against diet culture,
Logic,
the systems of oppression that created it,
common
white
sense,
supremacy, all of those things because they all...
I fight against glasses that fit my fucking face. I fight against a good personality. I fight against talking at a normal volume.
All go together. So if you are actively trying to lose weight, you are welcome to hang out here and learn about us and hopefully someday join our ranks. But I'm sorry.
Join our ranks. Oh. Uh-huh. Join. You feel free to join our ranks. Achtung, mein Führer. Yeah. Join our ranks. It is time.
You are not allowed to comment. I'll remind you once and then I'll say you are not allowed. But I'm sorry to say join our ranks. But I'm sorry to say you are not allowed to comment.
Not allowed to comment. Well, I am allowed to comment. I'm allowed to do what I want. You are a cunt. This is what they call a cunt. If you look up cunt in the dictionary, you'll see your face. If you look up chundergunch in the dictionary, you will see your face. You are a shitty person. And if someone is not allowed to comment, it means that your beliefs are nonsensical, ideological, and idiot-illogical. You can't defend your points, otherwise you wouldn't be offended by someone commenting. Ouch. Your feelings. Oh. Ouch your feelings. Ouch your feelings. Eat a steak. Get some vitamin D. Come on, stop whining. You look ill.
I'll remind you once and then I'll block you. Sure.
The block, the great block. You're welcome here, but I'll block you if you comment. You're welcome here, but you can't say anything. You're welcome here, but you can't say anything that we don't agree with because we're not inclusive. Fam, you are looking at the face of communism. This is literally what authoritarianism is. This is exactly what it is. Marxism, oppression, victim dynamics. Yeah.
You're allowed to lose weight, but those of us who are here...
I'm allowed to lose weight. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you for permission, you fucking twat.
No, it does way more harm than it does good. So I will do everything in my power to keep the people who are here safe.
Yeah, you're keeping people on the internet safe. That's what you're doing. Yeah, keep them safe. Keep adults safe on the interwebs. You got 12 seconds to say more stupid shit. Let's see how much you can get in 12 seconds. You ready? Let's see how many dumb things you can say in 12 seconds. Ready, go.
I don't care about numbers. I don't care about followers. I care about helping people on their anti-diet journey.
1, 2.
I'm standing with you. If you do have
standing, at least you're getting some exercise. 3.
If you want to talk about, set up a meeting with me. I'll chat anytime.
Yeah, so three more dumb things. It's amazing how much you can pack in a short period of time. All right, let's boo that. Matt Damon, excellent. And let's get your face off my screen. My eye holes. Woo, my goodness. All right. Fam-wise, that was...
full retard, man.
Emotional damage.
You're keeping people safe. We feel very safe with you. You're keeping lots of people safe. You're keeping these like slave labor in Pakistan safe with those fucking bedazzled glasses. Like a little 4-year-old Chinese girl is putting those little gemstones on your glasses because their hands are small enough to get in between, like their hands are tiny enough. Keep talking about how inclusive you are. Tell Xi Jinping I said hi. All right, this one's titled Duet, which is very vague, but the title over this video, it's a duet. I think it's this person's duetting herself, which is one of the weirdest fucking things you can do. On TikTok is duetting. It's called a remix on Instagram, but to like duet yourself. So if you're really hard up for content, duet yourself. The text over the screen says, body positivity is meant to uplift marginalized bodies, educate yourself. Well, it was hijacked by fat positive, which is retarded. There's no such thing as fat positive. By victim positive, by people that are promoting obesity and disease. It was hijacked by those people. In other words, it was hijacked a movement or I guess a community, body positivity. In other words, people that have attributes or personal attributes that cannot be changed, right? They're burn victims. They're born with missing limbs. They have actual limitations that they can't change. It was hijacked by people that don't want to eat healthy, don't want to exercise, and want to offset all responsibility to everyone else so they can be the victim and get love and attention because they weren't hugged enough as a child. So there's that. Let's play this dog shit. And then we'll move on with our days.
Strap in? This is a lot.
Okay. That's not a good start. That's not a good start. Okay, if you're going to duet a video, like that was a rough start. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Literally, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck is that?
All right, let's do it again.
What's in the box?
She hopes it's a lot of donuts, don't she? Don't she?
Strap in? This is a lot.
In the same breath, tearing fat people to shreds.
No, you just don't.
Whoa! Whoa!
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Oh! Oh. Bruh. Okay, if you're, again, this is a very visual podcast. If you're just listening, you need to watch it. I can't explain what just came on. This is like, what do you call this kind of style? Emo Smurf? Would you call that emo Smurf? Or emo Gumby Smurf? It's like emo Smurf. Emo Smurf punk. Emo Smurf punk. That's what I would say the style. I can't explain what I'm looking at. I don't want to. But if you think emo Smurf punk. Her hair looks like cotton candy. Oh, fucking Christ.
Ever served in a forward area?
Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm playing it. Let's go. 48 seconds of torture. Can we do it, fam? Can we do it? Let's go, fam. Let's go. Let's go.
That she's being honest. You can't be body positive if you then are telling people to make very not positive choices.
You can.
Body positivity means that you love yourself enough to be healthy.
It doesn't.
Okay, pause. You know what's amazing about these woke tards is they fight amongst themselves like this. So you're watching natural selection at work. You are experiencing evolution here on the Daily fucking Swole. Let's go. Science, baby. I need a soundboard from Breaking Bad. Yes, science, bitch. Oh my God. Science, bitch. Okay, you're watching evolution. This is evolution happening before our eyes. Very exciting things. I wonder if this is what Darwin felt when he was like watching the sea turtles fuck. You're watching a master at work. So this is like they eat their own. The left eats their own. Like this kind of authoritarian, woke, victim, Marxist bullshit is just completely, no, you're not the same way. It's, people are trying to argue what body positivity is. It's not for fat people. It's for fat people. It's for this people. It's for eating. Yeah, come on now. I'm going to back up a little bit, unfortunately.
Choices.
You can.
Body positivity means that you love yourself enough to be healthy.
It doesn't. At all.
I don't disagree with that.
You understand that?
You don't
You
understand.
need to make the right choices so you can stay around for a long time.
That's not what...
Hold on a second. I'm going to play that. Is cotton candy hair based? Did we judge too soon? Nothing wrong with judging too soon, but let's correct it. I mean, it doesn't change the way your face looks. My God, the makeup. But that sounded pretty based. I have to listen to that again.
You then are
This
telling
is a fucking fever dream. Holy shit.
if you then are telling people to make, you can't be body positive if you then are telling people to make very not positive choices.
You can.
Body positivity means that you love yourself enough to be healthy.
It doesn't.
So the girl on the left, the one that's duetting it, is saying like, no, it doesn't. Doesn't mean you have to be healthier. No, you have to make better choices. Wow, the one on the left is really stupid. We already knew that though. Yeah, I'm liking her more. I'm liking her more. The hair is a personal choice. I can still look, if you're going to do that, I can make fun of it. She knows. She knows. But I do like the sounds that are coming out of her face. I like the sounds. I like the sounds she's making.
At all.
Do you understand that?
You don't
You need
understand.
to make the right choices so you can stay around for a long
There
time.
you go.
That's not what body positivity
The original
is.
purpose of body positivity is that you didn't hate yourself. Great,
No,
so
it
don't hate
wasn't.
yourself, but
At
also
all.
don't exhibit bad
Yes, it
behaviors
was.
that are going to kill you. You don't have to like that fact, but that is the fact of what she's saying. And that is what you are doing. By telling people, no, you don't have to die, you don't have to exercise, eat whatever you want. You are telling people to get into an early grave.
Nobody owes you health, babe.
Let's
Who
not do
hurt
that.
you? Why are you so
That's
angry?
not very positive. That's just
Oh yeah, super bass. All right, cotton candy. Cotton candy win. W. W to cotton candy. On the left, Stephanie, cotton candy hair is base. Her name is Lady Starzan. Alan Roberts had her on his live. Nice. Good. It blew my mind. Like, look, if you're going to, come on, everyone. If you're going to dress, if you're going to have makeup like that, that's fair game. But absolute W. Absolute W. I'm a fan. Fucking go. Super based. I was on my jump to conclusions, Matt. Can you blame me? Can you blame me from what we cover on the show? I was like, what in the fuck? But there you go. Boom. I don't care what you look like. If you don't say stupid shit, you can stick around. You have the right to say dumb shit, but we're going to fucking roast you alive for it. Bingo. Based. Excellent. On the left, like, no one owes you health, babe. You know what? That's the sickest fucking cop-out from this twat on the left. That's the sickest cop-out. Who hurt you, babe? Why are you so angry? Because you all are fucking lying, grifting cunts. You fat acceptance bullshit artists. You fucking grifters. That's why she's pissed. That's why she's fucking pissed. That's why I'm pissed. That's why people actually care. It's because you're killing people. No one owes you health, babe. What the fuck does that? What kind of bullshit straw man is that? Don't you owe it to yourself? It's okay if you don't respect your health, but when you start lying to other people and you start grifting for followers and love and attention, yeah, you're negatively affecting other people's lives because there are a lot of people that don't have direction in this world. There are a lot of people that are lost, that are drifting, that are floating around. They're being socially distanced in this whole bullshit pandemic scam. They're being lied to in college. They're being lied to by the media. They're not being educated by their parents, by their coworkers, nothing around them. You know what the toxic environment is like. The fucking food, the garbage fast food, the garbage. There's no good information. Nothing from the doctors to pharmaceutical. No one cares about your fucking health. Quite the opposite. They're trying to eliminate people in the population. They're trying to thin the herd. Absolutely. Why do you think they're experimenting? Why do you think they're literally shitting all over like the Nuremberg Code for the past couple of years? Absolute criminal activity. They don't give a fuck about your health. So when we have more people that are posting online, lying to everyone's faces, yeah, it's frustrating. And we're going to call you on your bullshit. Who hurt you, babe? Why are you so angry? Because you're a lying bitch. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a scammer. And you're a fucking fake. You're a grifting, lying, terrible person. No one owes you health. You owe it to yourself. And if you don't think so, fine. Then drive yourself into the ground and stop taking other people down with you. So fuck your couch, fuck your love seat, fuck your ottoman, and fuck you.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay. That's why she's upset. That's why we don't give a shit. Because you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Cotton candy base. Cotton candy for the win. Excellent. Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Excellent. Cotton candy. Cotton candy, we're fans. We're fans. I got a burp. It's coming. Hold on. Oh.
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
You know, it's like...
What is the best move to silence a woman?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous out there. All right, fam, we have a Swole card to give away. Remember, join the fam, swolenormousx.com. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave us a review on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Let's give away a Tainty Magooch card. It's a beautiful one. Fam-wise, Freddie, let's fucking go. Swole card time. Let's go. Tainty. It's Tainty Magooch. Tainty Magooch. Tainty Magooch. Tainty Magooch. Oh, it's fantastic. And you actually typed it the right way. B. Willis. Congratulations. Oh, why didn't the, oh, it's going to pop up now. I hit the button twice. No, it's not going to pop up. I guess I kind of hit the thing double. All right. Well, congratulations on winning today's Swole card. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. B. Willis, congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2356 in subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. Fantastique. Hairy legs. Congratulations. You want some hairy legs?
I got hairy legs.
All right. We'll take some soundboard requests. Drop it in the comments down below. And
look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there like a little lady in a race car.
Thank you, Peter. Sniffy sniffies. Scratch and sniff, right? What was his favorite type of comic? Scratch and sniff. Scratch and sniff. Get it? Get it? Get it? Maybe that's why Brandon has dementia, because he's always smelling hair and he's getting so many phthalates and parabens in his nose holes. So it's fucking up his brain, and that gave him dementia. We figured it out. That's why Brandon has dementia. Too many phthalates. Stop sniffing. Stop it. Stop sniffing.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
You see how much you learned on the Daily Swole? We figured it out.
You can be fat and
Another
be healthy.
one.
I'm
Double
sorry,
Lizzo.
Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Come on, man.
Where's my huge bitch? There we go.
That's a huge bitch.
Ooh, rusty spoon. I got you, fam.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
Let's see. Let's get a little tainty, man. Aww. Papa, can you wish Vinny a happy birthday? I certainly can. Happy birthday, Vinny. Happy birthday. Make some fucking gains today and eat a steak. You know what I'm saying? Eat a fucking steak.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese? I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Devin, can I get your father is a woman? It's your father is a Roman. Your father is a Roman. It's from Life of Brian.
Your father was a woman.
It just sounds like woman. It just sounds like woman.
Emotional damage. You make me happy.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
What do you mean,
Piano cock, come in. Ooh. Got that out quick. Quick release. Very nice. Excellent golf clap. Thank you so much. Thank you, fam. Excellent. Well done. Remember, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. 5 stars if you enjoy the show. Leave us a review. Leave it. And of course, join the fam, swolenormousx.com. We have awesome Fuck Your Resolution specials. And we talked about it earlier, but Thursday's episode will be private. And if you're not a member, you'll miss out. We have a roundtable 29 going down this Thursday, October the 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, we talked about it earlier, but go follow Real Papa Swole on Instagram while we're working on getting the Swolenormous Instagram page restored. We'll keep you up to date on that. The latest updates all right here on the Daily Swole. See you tomorrow for 2357. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? My shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children.